Hey guys, I don't have a very good camera on here, so you get blurry me for now. Um, I've never really cared about the quality of my production, especially when it comes to sound or video. I just really like that lo-fi AIM midnight photo look. So let's start with an anti-migraine. I already said an. I want to change it. I want to do a head, neck, eye tension, quick yoga for y'all. Because I think that a lot of people have an Eyegraine right now that they've had since 2020. Because you're staring at the screen like, what? It killed how many people? um, I'm glad I was just nondescript. I don't need any political fights in my comment section. We're here to do yoga. All right, let's start by stretching our neck. Sit like me, get like me. It's also okay if you're laying, while you're holding this here, laying, it's totally okay. Just don't drop it on yourself. Okay, let's start with our palms up and just take a moment to be completely silent. I know you thought I couldn't do it. Just that moment. So I want you to kind of like sit in that feeling. What does it feel like to be completely silent? Don't mouth any words, don't think anything, just shh. Okay, now ask yourself if you would draw an opposite between that and what the screen viewing is is having on you as an effect. And even feel the lasting after effect of being silent. Isn't that awesome? I think so. So now we're going to do some active stretching to relieve the muscles of this like stress input. Stress output, stress input, stress, 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 and then cover your face to keep it all in. God, if they all they got to do is put us in a little cage and poke us on top of it, and it's going to be like civil world war. But let's take a moment to. Okay, I want to start by stretching this way. Just follow what I'm doing. And kind of look over that shoulder stretched out to the side. Okay, continuing to stretch out to the side. Look up. You can let your head kind of hang down. In this one, you're going to get the muscle on the front of your neck. Okay, now let's go the other way. It's okay to put your palms together. I like to do that, but if you like to sit like this, or like this, or like this, it's totally okay. However you feel most relaxed. Looking over this way. Open over. And let your head drop. Don't use your hand. Placing the weight of your hand to help this stretch is not good for it. Okay. Now we're going to look over. Don't move your jaw or your neck, just carefully twist and look over. Almost like you're trying to look at the back of your shoulder blade. Okay, now in that same position, looking up and letting the head hang. I want to do it again on the other side. It feels so good. It's almost like with your jaw forward. And then I even like to lean back, like press this shoulder down and lean back into it. Roll down, chin to your chest, and do the other side. Holding the opposite shoulder down, leaning back slightly, and allowing the weight of the head to pull back. to lift my jaw up like I'm trying to look back and behind me. And you'll feel it go all the way underneath, like your tongue. Do the other side with that extremity of extension. Like, let your head hang back to the side. Hold down the opposite shoulder. And now look up with your jaw relaxed. Let the muscle underneath your tongue release. People who do operatic singing, oration, even just looking at a phone all day, especially if it's part of your career, very important to do these stretches. I like to hinge underneath my jaw and pull my neck straight because I've been all twisted out. I'm all compromised. Okay, here's a cat. She's going to do yoga with us. Now we're going to touch our chin to our chest. Relax your shoulders downward, almost like push your shoulders downward with this. And you can even shift into your shoulder joints to see what hanging your chin on your chest and shifting your shoulders back and forth does. You'll feel all that tension in your traps. Now I want you to roll your head over to the side, almost like resting your chin on your chest. And now touch your ear to your shoulder and hold it. Okay, down again. Jaw to your chest, chin to your chest, jawbone on the other side to your chest, and touch your ear to your opposite shoulder and hold it. I even like to drop my shoulder and let my head drop further and kind of lean over so it uses the weight. Use that 8-pound weight to stretch your neck. Okay, now rolling forward. I would take the roll very, very slow. We're going to go one way and then the other, just taking it very, very slow, every little step of the way, allowing the weight of the head to stretch the neck out, releasing tension between the shoulders and the back. Make your out breath longer. You can actually relax your vagus nerve, which many people's vagus nerve is lit up from stress right now. So those out breaths being longer than the in breaths and audible, while slowly rolling into the stretch. It's going to calm down your nervous system, make your chest stop hurting. And you won't even feel it until it stops hurting. So straight up, I even like to brace. Deep in breaths from the diaphragm and audible out breaths that are longer. I used to do this in restaurants, like bent over stuff like this. Deep diaphragmatic from the bottom of your back, almost like the beginning of a yawn, diaphragmatic breath, and down, out, lower, longer. Big, deep, diaphragmatic, half yawn, and out, long, lower. You'll feel your chest relax, sit and feel the after effects of that breathing, nice diaphragmatic breathing. Okay, now I want us to sit and actively relax our jaw. Many people looking down at their phones lock into their jaw. It's extremely painful. If you spend more than an hour on a phone in a day, it's likely that you're in some pain from this. So what I want you to do is sit in any position you want, any that's most comfortable. And if you have a tailbone injury like me and this is starting to hurt, feel free to lay down as well. And now I want you to sit quietly and actively relax your jaw muscles with me. Start with the very back of your jaw, behind your ears. Almost letting your teeth part a little bit and your tongue rise to the top of your mouth. See if you can relax your nasal passages. I'm not even kidding. Relax your nose. Feel your nasal cavities going all the way back behind your jaw. Relax the back of your tongue and everything in the space between the tip of your nose and your earlobes, back into your face. Drop the back of your throat. Relax your throat so that it's open. You may have a tendency to want to yawn. That's really good. Okay. Now we're going to relax the front of your jaw. Oh, my eyes have allergies. Okay. First, relax the corners of your mouth. Let them fall. Literally, let your teeth hang. Kind of open your mouth a little bit and stretch your jaw to both sides. That looks funny, but it feels really good because everybody's all stuck up in here. I see it in public, like everybody's jaws are stuck. Uh, Almost like you just got done with a really long cardio workout and you're just like, ugh, that feeling. Kind of hold your teeth open, but at a comfortable, don't force it open because that's actually an activation of the muscles. Relax the corners of your mouth again. You may feel some numbness in the front of your face. Almost like focus on your heartbeat wherever you can feel it between your chest and your face. You can even put your fingertips together and feel your heartbeat in your fingertips. Meditate on that feeling for a second. You may notice your breath's kind of naturally deepening. Taking deep breaths can help us relax, but if we're relaxed, those breaths will tend to naturally deepen. You can even kind of like look down, just straight down. And then while you're down here, open your mouth and let the muscles around your lips just kind of like weight downward. And almost let your brow fall too, just like bleh. Relax your entire face and let it hang. It's gonna be like if you fell asleep sitting up on a train. Almost like let your top lip hang loose too, so you get space in your mouth. Feels really nice. Okay, with the same relaxation and kind of the feeling in your face, look up. Do not clench your jaw. Release it behind your ears. And just kind of go with your head back. Like let it rest as far as it wants to. And then this one, take some micro movements left and right. It is very, very important to restore this muscular capability and curvature in the neck. I put a neck pillow underneath my neck. I use a neck shape that's made out of foam, or you can even hang off the edge of a bed, and this will undo some of the reverse curvature that's happening in your neck from looking down at a phone and screen. And for me, it was sheet music. And I like to roll back and forth in big patterns, but if you want to, like I can touch my head to my back and just kind of roll back and forth. But if you want to take little micro movements, because there is a lot more tension in here than you even probably thought there was. Straight up, look over one shoulder, over the other, roll down, roll up. Okay. Now we're just going to take another moment of silence together. Like we're about to sing the anthem, and we're not that chick at the Olympics with the blue lipstick, so we're going to be silent in our personalities and in our voices. It's even okay to like cross your chest with your hands, almost like hold yourself. If you do EMDR, this is a perfect chance to do some little micro butterfly taps and slow down your rapid eye movement. That's just taking about a 1.5 interval to 2 interval, tapping opposite sides and allowing your eyes to follow that movement in order to calm down rapid eye movement, which is chronic, associated with PTSD, and most people have at this point. You'll see me doing it. If you open your eyes for a second, you'll see me tapping one side and then the other in a fairly slow fashion. It's the rudiment for EMDR. It was developed from trail hiking for children from South Central LA in the 80s. It won't stop a flashback, but it'll stop the anxiety associated with it. Guys, we're looking at about 18 minutes, which I think is just long enough. Thank you for doing this migraine relief yoga stretch with me.